Our next guest is also an expert in taking care of his community, although his community is a little different than most. We're talking about Shander Larenty. Shander is a third-generation wildlife expert and behavioralist with almost 2 decades of experience. Now, he grew up watching his father work with animals, and from a very early age, he knew that this was the only career path for him.
Now, let's give a big, warm welcome to Shander Larenty! Welcome to the show!
Hello, Shander.
I actually feel like we should be saying...
That's the vibe we're going for. Like, I'm so excited to be in studio with you guys.
Well, you guys definitely did have fun when you were able to bond over your love of wildlife, so I would love to check that out. What exactly did you guys get up to?
Thank you so much for having us. I love the way that it feels already. I feel like I'm in the middle of Africa.
I mean, like, it's solid bush vibes right on the outside of the city.
From the get-go. I'm so excited to be here. What can we expect today?
So I'm taking you on a proper wild adventure today. We're going to head out on the reserve. I'm going to show you a little bit, of what the park is about. And then hopefully introduce you to some of my animal family, which I'm super excited about.
Who am I speaking to here? She is gorgeous.
So this is Purdy.
Hello,
She's
Purdy.
one of our resident giraffe. She's getting all the bugs off her. Hi.
Hi, Purdy. She
Hi.
is stunning. Oh my goodness, can I touch her?
Yes.
Oh my word. So how long has Purdy been here and how old is she?
So Purdy is actually 24 years old this year.
We're basically the same age.
She's pretty much watched me grow up and I've watched her grow up.
Oh man.
So I've known Purdy since she was 13 months old. She came from a rehab center and she was placed here at the park. And what's amazing is, although, she had to be hand-raised, you can see right behind us is the herd of wild giraffes. So she's integrated so nicely kind of back into a wild environment.
So at a beautiful place like this, self-driving is an option. How important is it for people to remember to stay in their vehicles when interacting with these beautiful animals?
Even on our guided game drives, we always want to keep that respect between humans and animals. So it's always best to give them their space. As you can see, Purdy doesn't know what personal space is, but it doesn't mean that every animal is going to be the same. And bearing in mind, you're with a caretaker, I understand the animal, I understand her behavior, and I'll be able to tell if she's in a not so good mood, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So it's always better to stay in your car and respect the wildlife when you're in their environment. At the end of the day, this is their home, we're in their space, respect that. So in this case with Purdy, we're standing very close to her.
Ridiculously
but
close.
She is very used to, as you can see, being around people. She's just not chilling here with us just because she wants to, but she's also very used to being in environments like movie sets.
The movie star here? Please, what work has she done?
So Purdy's been in lots of different movies and TV adverts. One of her biggest movies is actually Blended. So in the movie where the giraffe comes and sticks its head in the vehicle and gives a big kiss on the face, this is actually Purdy. This section of the reserve is technically, a wild section. So there is leopard, brown hyena, caracal, serval, jackal that do their thing here. So they will actively hunt in this area. So this is Cindy. She is such a special cheetah. So Cindy's about 10 going on 11 years old. And you'll notice that she only actually has one eye. Cindy lost her eye when she was quite young, but it doesn't really affect her. She gets around just fine, and she still gets to be a cheetah, hey? So cheetahs are actually one of 2 big cats that purr. So these guys actually purr like a normal domestic cat, but it's always a good indication if they are happy. Hey. So I think it's really important to always remember that these guys are wild animals. So as cute and cuddly as Cindy may seem, as many of the other animals that I work with, it's always really important to remember that at the end of the day, they still have those natural instincts. They are still very dangerous animals, and they need to be treated with that level of respect.
The fact that you get to see this every day is unreal.
Welcome to my office, right?
Oh, yes.
Best kind of office. Now it's, coming towards the end of the day. We're right by the waterhole. Best time of the day to come down this spot. A little bit of a quieter part of the reserve, but at sunset, all the animals start to come. They have a drink of water, and they're eating all this nice lush green grass nearby. So this is one of my favorites, actually one of my favorite spots on the reserve. We can only fit so much into such a short trip, and this is why the reserve is perfect. You know, number one, anyone of any age, there's something for them to do here. But you know, if you're in a rush, you can spend an hour. If you have the whole day, you can spend an entire day here, which makes it amazing.